morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am. May I call Miss Divine to lead the prayer?
Let us pray. Kaibigan at kapagmahal namin Diyos Jehovah, sana pahiralan mo po kami sa araw na ito. Bigyan mo po kami lakas para magpahal ng bulan. Ito na lang po ang may panalangin namin sa natin na ating nagkilapag po kami sa inyo at pagmahal ng Jesus Cristo. Amen.
Amen. Okay, you may now take your seat. Once again, good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, how is your day?
It's good.
Is it good so far? Yes. That's great. And before that, we check the attendance first. And while I am checking the attendance, please pick up the pieces of paper and arrange your chair. Okay? Thank you. Secretary Laika, who is absent for today?
None, ma'am.
Very good. We have a perfect attendance. Last meeting, we're done tackling about the integumentary system, and it is the organ system consisting of skin. So, skin is an organ consisting of different tissues that are joined to perform specific activities. So, yung skin is one of the largest organ, di ba, natalakay natin, of the body in surface area and weight. So, yung skin, hindi lang siya simple coat that keeps the body together and provides protection, kundi it performs several essential functions. So, can you give some essential function of the skin? Who wants to answer? Laika?
Regular of the body.
Very good. Divine.
Protection.
Protection. Who else?
Sexual.
Sensation. Next.
Storage of nutrients.
Very good. Who else? You can divine.
Excretion.
Next. Who wants pa? What's the answer?
Storage of
And
nutrients.
the last one. What is the last one? Blood.
Blood reservoir.
Very good. We also talked about the layer of the skin. So, what is the first one? Naalala nyo? Sino? Yes. The dermis, which means?
Outermost layer of the
Very good. Outermost layer of the skin and protects the body from the environment. How about the second one? Divine.
dermis.
Dermis means?
Regulate temperature.
Very good. Dermis means regulate the temperature and to supply the epidermis with saturated blood. Oh, what is the last one? Last one. Miss Leslie.
Hypodermis.
Hypodermis means
Innermost layer of the skin.
innermost layer of skin and consists of a network of fat and collagen cell. Okay, naintindihan niyo naman yung discussion natin last meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now let's move on. Before we start, I have here a simple activity. Okay? Sundin niyo lang ako, okay class? Kindly close your eyes and listen to my beautiful voice. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Very good. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, last one. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now, open your eyes. What did you feel when you inhale and exhale? Oh, divine. Relax. Nakaka-relax, ano? Ano pa? Ano bang, naramdaman niyo yung nag-inhale, exhale kayo? Nakaka-comfortable, di ba?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Kasi nga, nare-relax ka. So, now that you feel comfortable, based on our activity, what do you think would be our lesson for today? What do you think? What's the answer?
Ma'am,
About this.
Respiratory system.
Very good. Exactly. About our lesson for today is all about respiratory system. Yan. So, what is respiratory system? Let us first define what is respiratory system. So, respiratory system, it is what allows us to breathe, and it is the term for the exchange of oxygen from the environment and the carbon dioxide from body cells. Diba? Ang oxygen natin, pumapasok sa nose natin. And, ayan, pagkapasok niya dito, naglalabas siya ng carbon dioxide. Ayan. So, yung human respiratory of organ for taking oxygen and its carbon dioxide. Ayan, yung carbon dioxide. So sabi nila, without oxygen, yung brain cells natin, nagsisimula siyang maging can lead damage and ultimate death pa nga. Ayan. So meron two process occur about this during respiration. The first one is
Inhalation.
inhalation, and the second one is
Exhalation.
Exhalation, very good. So, ang ibig sabihin ng inhalation, it is the process of taking air into lungs. While exhalation, it is the process of breathing out. Ayan, paglabas naman ng air from the lungs. At ito ang mga respiratory system components. Ayan. Ano yung una?
Nasal cavity plus.
Paranasal
sinuses.
sinuses. Nasal cavity plus paranasal sinuses. What is the second one?
Nostril larynx.
Nostril. Third one?
Larynx.
Larynx.
Trachea.
Very good.
Carina of trachea. Right main bronchus.
Bronchus. Very good.
Right lung.
Right lung.
Oral cavity.
Oral cavity.
Pharynx.
Pharynx.
Left main bronchus. Bronchi.
Bronchi.
Left lung. Diaphragm.
So, lahat ng tinalakay natin dito, papag-aaralan natin lahat ng function nila. Ayan. So, the first one, what is respiration? Natanong nyo na ba sa sarili nyo kung where do we get energy that we need in order for us to perform different activities? Yes. Most of us will answer from the food we eat, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, that is partially correct. So, yung food na kinakain natin is the source of energy. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung energy is stored and locked inside the food. And in order to unlock the food, derive the energy from it, the foods need to be broken down. Ayan. Kailangan yung food ay maging broken down para magkaroon ng energy. Siyempre, kapag hindi tayo kakain, saan tayo kukuha ng lakas? O wala, di ba? Kaya ang food na kinakain natin ay para magkaroon tayo ng energy. So, we can say, the process in which the food is broken down in the cells with the help of oxygen to release energy is called
Respiration.
Very good, respiration. So, glucose plus oxygen is equals to carbon dioxide plus water is equals to energy. Ayan. Naiintindihan niyo? May tanong ba kayo?
None, ma'am.
Masyado ba ako mabilis?
No.
Hindi, okay. Next. So, who wants to read? Respiration can also describe as, number one,
Divide the intake and absorption of oxygen from the surrounding environment.
Number two, very good. Number two, Miss Laika.
The transport of oxygen to individual cells of the body.
Number three, Leslie.
Using oxygen to release energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate
Or,
ATP.
very good. Next, internal respiration. When we say kasi internal, ito yung sa loob. Internal and external. Pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon yung internal respiration. Ano nga ba si internal respiration? Ano yung mga process niya kapag sa loob? So, the process of internal respiration is to deliver oxygen from the lungs natin, and to the bloodstream, and to eliminate the carbon dioxide from the bloodstream and to the lungs. So, nag-start siya, yung air papass siya through the mouth or nose, di ba? Dito tayo humihinga. Down the throat, the larynx and pharynx, through the trachea dito, to the bronchi, to the left and right lungs. So, sa lungs, the air travel, ayan, kapag pumasok sa trachea, nagsisimula siya mag-travel sa mga bronchioles, ayan, which end in the small clusters of microscopic sacs called alveoli. So, in alveoli, the oxygen combines with the hemoglobin in the red blood corpuscles to form oxyhemoglobin. Ayan. So, this is carried away in the pulmonary vein to the heart and distributed sa parts of the body. So yung blood, kapag na-reach niya na yung active organ ng oxyhemoglobin, dissociated again of its oxygen for respiration to produce energy. So yung oxygen molecule, nag-transfer siya from the alveoli into the bloodstream. And yung carbon dioxide nag-move out of the bloodstream and back into the respiratory tract where it released through the mouth or nose during expiration. Ayan. Bumabalik siya pataas. Palabas sa nose or mouth natin. Ayan. Kuha niya, may tanong kayo? Nananangan. Very good. Next naman natin is yung external sa panlabas. Natalakay natin yung internal sa panlabas naman tayo. So, external means gas exchange across the respiratory membrane in the lung. So, yung external respiration nagko-consist siya ng 2 stages which are breathing and gas exchange in the lungs. The first stage is yung breathing. Tatalakayin natin yung breathing. Ayan, yung hinga natin. So, yung first stage involves breathing, which is the intake of oxygen into the body and expulsion of carbon dioxide out of the body. Ilalabas yung carbon dioxide. So, sa araw-araw na pamumuhay natin, syempre, nakakapag-absorb tayo ng oxygen. And nakakapaglabas din tayo ng carbon dioxide. And kung makikita natin sa picture, yan, when we breathe in, yung chest, yan, nag-expand. Yung ribs, while the diaphragm, nagko-contract. Kapag naman nag-breathe out tayo, yung chest naman ang nagko-contract. Tapos yung diaphragm, nagre-relax. Di ba kapag, example nito, kapag lalo na kapag pagod tayo, di ba? Pag pagod tayo, kapag, nakakapahinga, di ba? Nakaka-relax siya kasi nga, yung diaphragm, nagre-relax, di ba? Yeah. So, yung mga most normal breathing o yung mga normal na paghinga takes place through the nasal cavity. Ayan, nasal cavity. O yung sa nose natin. Pero yung oral cavity, when we say kasi oral, dito sa bunganga natin. Ayan. Can be used to supplement or replace the nasal cavity's function. Ayan, when we need it. So, meron ba kayong idea kung kailan ginagamit ang mouth natin para sa paghinga? Sa paghinga? Kapag hinihingal. Bakit? Bakit pag hinihingal? Pagod. Bakit pagod?
Nag-exercise.
Nag-exercise. Yun. Pwede ganon sa exercise. Kapag nakukulangan yung body natin ng oxygen, ginagamit na yung mouth natin para makakuha pa ng more oxygen kasi nga, nakukulangan yung body natin. Ayan. Gets, diba?
Yes, ma'am.
Nakukulangan siya ng hangin. So, we can also use our mouth usually when we are having colds o kapag may mga sakit tayo kasi because of nasal congestion. So, in addition, hindi lang naman diba passageway of air ang mouth, kundi dito dating dinadaan yung mga pagkain na kinakain natin, diba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yan, very good. Next is yung gas exchange. So, the second stage involves gas exchange between the blood capillaries, blood capillaries of the lungs. Ayan. So, yung alveoli, so talakay natin si alveoli mamaya. Si alveoli are thin walled round-shaped cells with the lungs. So, nag-i-increase siya the surface area for gas exchange. So, yung oxygen is inhaled diffuses from the alveoli into the blood capillary. So, yung oxygen nag-a-attach siya reversibly, to the hem of the hemoglobin. And again, kapag sinabing external, ano yung pag-external? Sa
loob. Sa labas.
Sa labas. Kapag internal,
Sa loob.
Sa loob. So, kapag external siya, between siya sa environment at sa lungs. Ayan, external. Pag internal is between
Blood and cell.
Blood and cell. Very good. Let's move on. Now, I'm going to discuss to you about the upper and lower respiratory tract. Yan. So, respiratory system anatomy. So, who wants to read this one? RR?
One of the organs and other structure of the upper respiratory tract from the respiratory system.
Ayan, thank you. So, yung nasal cavity natin na sinasabi lang dito na filter yung ini-inhale natin. So, sa pamamagitan ng buhok natin sa ilong, natatrap na yung mga dumi na maaaring pumasok sa loob ng katawan natin. Kasi, nasal cavity. Ayan, kasi ba? May tanong kayo? Next is the paranasal cyanosis. Let's read this one.
The nasal cavity is surrounded by a ring of paranasal sinuses and mucuses
Connect to these structures. The sinuses develop as outgrowths of and drain into the nasal cavity.
So, ito si paranasal cyanosis. Ayan. So, si paranasal cyanosis, so yung example dito, yung mga merong cleft o yung mga cleft palate, mga ganon. So, ito yung mga uri ng congenital deformity na kung saan habang may ganito tayo, hindi maayos yung pananalita natin. Di ba? Kapag may sipon tayo, ano yung paraan ng pagsasalita natin?
Ngongo.
O, ngongo tayo. Kasi nga, may nakabara dito sa, paranasal
Sinuses.
Very good. Next. Ito naman si pharynx. Ayan, si pharynx. Sino ba si pharynx? So, pharynx is also known as the throat, serves as a pathway of food and air. So, parts of the pharynx is nasopharynx, oropharynx, at si laryngopharynx. Ayan, ang haba ng salita ni pharynx, ano? So, si pharynx, ang function niya, nagkukolect siya ng air. From the nose, passes siya sa pababa sa trachea natin. So, yung part ng pharynx ay tinatawag na esophagus. So, pharynx is also known as the throat, serves the pathway of food and air. Ayan. So, yung parts na nga ay si nasopharynx, si oropharynx, saka si laryngopharynx. Sino nga ba yung mga yan? First is si nasopharynx. Ayan. Siya yung upper part of the throat behind the nose. So yung opening on each side of nasopharynx leads into the ear, while oropharynx is in the middle naman. Siya yung asa gitna ng pharynx, working with both respiratory and digestive system. Andito siya sa may natin. Ayan. Kapag naman si laryngopharynx, siya naman ay nag-refer naman siya as the hypopharynx, where both food and air passes. Sa kanya, si laryngopharynx, nagpapas yung food and air. Na matatagpuan natin between the hyoid and the larynx and esophagus, which helps guide food and air where to go. Siya yung naghihiwalay. Halimbawa, kung wala siya, baka yung pagkain na kinakain natin, mapunta sa lungs natin. Paano yun? Paano tayo makakahinga kung magtasos sa lungs natin? O kaya naman, paano naman kung halimbawa yung air mapunta sa stomach? Ayan. Kaya mahalaga sila. Mahalaga yung mga parts nila para mapaghiwala yung mga dapat kung saan silang parts mapupunta. Gets nyo?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, let's move on in the tonsils. Ayan. Tonsils are cluster for lymphatic tissues. Ayan. So, yung main function lang pala ni tonsil, siya yung nagtatrap ng germs, katulad ng bacteria and viruses, na maaari nating malanghap. Ayan, si tonsils. Ayan. Sino walang tonsils? Lahat meron, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan. So, meron siyang 3 types. Yung first one is si palatine tonsils, na matatagpuan sa oropharynx, sa middle portion ng oral natin. Next is si lingual tonsils, na matatagpuan natin sa base of the tongue. And the third one is the pharyngeal tonsils, na matatagpuan naman sa nasopharynx. Ayan. Next is si larynx. Sino si larynx? Si larynx is also known as the voice box, which produce sound. Siya yung may responsible, kaya tayo nakakapag-produce ng sound. Ayan, nakakapag-produce. So, without kay larynx, hindi tayo makakapagsalita. Kasi siya yung voice box. Ayan. So, below the larynx is the epiglottis, a cartilage that prevent food from entering the lungs. Siya din yung naghihiwalay na makapasok ang food sa lungs natin. Ayan. So, sila Adam's apple, siya to. Ito nakakapal, yung kapal nyo. Ayan. So si Larynx. Mag-hi kaya kay Larynx. Mag-hi kaya kay Larynx. Hi Larynx. Ayan. Joke lang yun. Joke lang. Ayan. So si Larynx is a tube connecting the pharynx and trachea. Nakakonect siya kay pharynx tsaka kay trachea. Yan. Again, si pharynx is behind the nose and the mouth, while si larynx naman is in the neck. Si larynx and contains the vocal cords. Ayan. Ito si pharynx at si larynx. Next is sa lower respiratory tract naman tayo. Ayan. First siya si trachea. Ito, nakikita niyo to?
Yes,
Ito si
ma'am.
trachea. Ayan. Lahat ng parts dito, madi-discuss natin siya sa lower respiratory tract. So, yung si trachea, or windpipe na tinatawag, siya yung main air-bearing lungs. Ayan. So, si trachea is a tubeless than an inch in diameter covered by cartilaginous rings and extends from the bottom of the larynx down behind the sternum. When we say sa sternum, dito siya. Ito yung sternum. Ayan, sternum. Until it branches into smaller tubes, the bronchi. Ayan. So, kapag humihinga tayo, yung air nag-filtered and yung warm by the upper respiratory tract, pababa siya sa pharynx and larynx, papunta sa trachea. Yung trachea na binabanggit, itong trachea. Yan. And down to the bronchi. Until yung air ma-reach niya yung lungs natin. Ayan. So, sino ba si bronchi? Ayan. Ito naman si bronchi. Itong parang naghihiwalay na ganyan. Ayan. Siya si pinaka-bronchi. Siya yung passageway that brings air in and out of the lungs. So the tubes of the primary bronchi branch off from the bottom of the trachea. Diba ang taas sa trachea? Ayan siya. So si bronchi siya yung pinaka-responsible sa air sa paglabas at pagpasok sa lungs natin. So the tubes of the primary bronchi branch off from the bottom of the trachea. So during exhalation, yung deoxygenated air which is called carbon dioxide, lumalabas by the reverse route. Ayan. So siya yung may responsible sa pag-breathe in and pag-breathe out. Dito lumalabas kay bronchi up to kay trachea. Next. Ayan. Si alveoli. Next naman natin is si alveoli. Si alveoli ay are microscopic air sacs served by the bronchioles. Kung kanina, kung makikita natin, ito si trachea, ito si bronchi, itong nakikita nyo itong mga to, siya si bronchioles. Ganito siya kapag sa malapitan. Our tiny sacs within our lungs allow oxygen and carbon dioxide to move between the lungs and the bloodstream. So meron tayong hundreds of millions of alveoli. Merong hundreds of millions na nag-exist sa katawan natin ng ganito. Ayan. So, during inhalation, the alveoli fill with the bronchioles. Ayan. Filled with the air from bronchioles. May tanong kayo?
None, ma'am.
You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Next natin is si lungs. Sino ba si lungs? Asan yung lungs nyo?
Ito.
Asan yung lungs nyo? Sure ka? Asan yung lungs mo? Sure ka? Makala mo? Oo. Ayan, sige, tama. Tama na yan. So, si lungs, siya yung pinaka-essential organ ng respiratory system. Siya yung pinaka-kailangan. Ayan, pag sinabing essential. So, si lungs ang responsible for gas exchange between the air we breathe in and our bodies. So, si lungs natin, they are protected inside the thoracic cage. Ayan, si thoracic cage. Si thoracic cage, ito siya. Itong thoracic cage na to, sa loob nun, si
Lungs.
pinoprotektahan niya. Kasi nga, sa lungs tayo, siya yung pinaka-essential organ. Siya yung nagpro-produce ng air natin nagpupasok at lumalabas. Ayan. So, in addition, yung left lang natin, meron siyang 2 lobes. Ayan. Mas magaan siya konti kaysa sa right. While yung right lang naman natin, meron siyang 3 lobes kasi mas maliit konti kaysa sa left. Bakit kaya? Kasi yung diaphragm muscle is below it to accommodate to liver. During inhalation, yung air is dumadalo siya sa lungs to the bronchi and to the bronchioles. Ayan. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, mas maliit to kaysa dito sa left lungs natin. Ayan. Now, let's proceed sa pinaka-main muscle naman ng respiratory system natin. So, si diaphragm means provide the muscle for breathing. The lungs sit up top the diaphragm, a muscle that forms the floor of the thoracic cavity. Ito yung thoracic cavity natin, no? Kikita, no? Ito yung trachea, oh. Tapos sa loob nun, ano? O, lungs. Ano to?
Diaphragm.
Very good. This is the diaphragm. Siya yung nagpo-provide naman ng breathing. Provides the muscle for breathing. Ang pinaka-main purpose ni diaphragm, siya yung pinaka-key to the physical process of breathing. Yan. May tanong ba kayo?
None, ma'am.
Sure, dahil mamaya meron tayong quiz dito.
Yes, ma'am.
Next natin is pulmonary, ventilation. Ayan. So, si pulmonary ventilation, so yung ang process naman niya is yung inspiration and expiration. It's all about how we breathe. So, first let us tackle the inspiration and inhalation. So, kapag sinabing inhalation, it is happens when air or gases enters to our lungs, and when we breathe in or inhale, yung thoracic cavity natin nag-e-expand. Katulad ng tinalakay natin kanina, di ba? Nag-e-expand siya. Nag-e-expand in our diaphragm. Yeah. So, yung during breathing, our construction and relaxation of muscle acts to change the volume of our thoracic cavity. Di ba? Kapag huminga tayo, lumalaki yung volume ng thoracic cavity natin kasi nga, nalalagyan siya ng hangin. Ayan. And then, nag-expand naman yung volume ng thoracic cavity and it increased then the volume of our lungs will increase too. And the pressure within the lungs nagdi-decrease. So, yung mga normal inspiration is an active process. So, kapag nag-active inspiration involves construction for our necessary muscle of breathing, so, kapag ano-ano nga ba yung mga muscle na naka-involve dito? Yan. So, meron tayong, ano ba sa dito? What? Sternocleidomatoid. What is the second one?
Scalene.
Scalene, very good. The third one?
External intercostals.
Intercostals.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm, very good. So, those that I mentioned are help to increase the volume of our thoracic cavity. So, kaya nagkakaroon ng normal inspiration or inhalation. So, expiration, ito yung process of letting air out sa lungs natin during the breathing cycle. So, sa mga healthy people, yung quiet expiration is passive. Ayan, and rely on elastic recall of the stretched lungs as the respiratory muscle relax rather than on muscle contraction. So, this squashes. Yung squashes, ibig sabihin ng pinipiga niya yung air sa lungs natin and raises the pressure above the atmospheric air. Thus, air is driven out of the lungs by both flow until the atmospheric pressure, ayan, yung pressure within alveoli are equal. So, yung mga normally, ayan, yung mga normal expiration is effortless. Pero yung mga respiratory passageway ay napakipot. Ito yung passageway. Ayan. Kapag napakipot ng spasm o bronchioles, example nito yung mga asthma, di ba? Kung mapapansin natin, yung mga tao may asthma, hirap pumasok at lumabas yung air nila kasi nga, yung katawan nila, yung respiratory passageway, ito yung respiratory passageway na barakan. Ayan. Pakipot ng spasm or yung fluid, may fluid. Ayan. May fluid kaya nahihirapan. Kapag nabarado ng sipon o fluid, yung respiratory passageway natin, ayan, may lumabas na nagtitikso. Yan. So, nabara ng sipon or fluid yung respiratory passageway natin. Example of this, yung bronchitis. Ito yung bronchitis. Ayan. O yung pneumonia. Kung mapapansin nyo, merong mga bronchitis na same lang din sa asthma. Hirap pumasok at lumabas yung air sa katawan nila dahil yung respiratory passageway nila ay nabarahan o ng fluid o sipon. Ayan. Diba, nahihirapan tayong huminga kapag may sipon tayo. Saan tayo huminga kapag may sipon tayo? Sa bunganga. Bakit tayo humiram ng sa bunganga para huminga? Dahil barado ang ilon at hindi tayo makahinga. We already had done with the anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system. So, sa kabuuan na tinalakay natin, yung respiratory system is the vital to the full function of the body. It brings oxygen into the air. It brings oxygen into our bodies, which we need for ours. Dahil kailangan natin yung hangin para sa mga cells natin to live and function properly. So, the respiratory system also facilitates the sense of smell sa pag-amoy natin. Ayan. And it produces speech. Sa din yung may responsible sa pagsasalita natin. Ayan. So, we are done with our lesson. Is there any question, clarification, violent reaction? Wala? If none, I want you to answer the given question on the screen. Anyone who wants to volunteer to read the question first? The first one.
July. What would happen if one of the parts of the respiratory system will not function properly?
Oh, bakit? Kapag daw ang one of the parts of the respiratory system hindi nag-function ng maayos, ano mangyayari? Oh, very good. Mahihirapan tayong huminga. Ano ka? Teka. Ano mangyayari kapag ang isang parts ng body natin ay hindi nagpa-function? Sabi niya, hihirapan daw huminga. Ano ka?
Hindi ma-relax.
Hindi ma-relax. Oh, very good. Ito namang second one. Sinong gusto magbasa? Oh, Leslie.
Can we survive without respiratory system? Why?
Oh. Can we survive without respiratory system?
Hindi po.
Oh. Bakit? Bakit hindi?
Kasi may konektado dun sa katawan natin.
Ha?
Connected.
Connected. Yan. Very good. Ano pa? Ano pa? Makakasurvive ba tayo kapag walang hininga? Hindi po. Yan. Kaya kailangan natin ang respiratory system natin. So, syempre, kapag hindi tayo huminga, hindi rin mag-function normal yung katawan natin. Kasi siya yung nagbibigay sa atin ng buhay. Ayan. Pero sa heart, kailangan natin yung oxygen. So, without oxygen, mamamatay tayo. Diba? So, nasagot na natin ang tanong na to. So, I want you, meron tayong quiz. Ayan. We are now going to have a short quiz. Get one half sheet of paper and answer this. Ayan. Answer this quiz number 1. So, you have to unscramble the names of the lungs. So, I will give you 2 minutes to answer this. And the timer
the last one,
Why do we need to understand circulatory system?
ayan. So, kailangan ng research to i-search nyo ng mabuti at pag-aralan dahil magkakaroon tayo ng quiz and long quiz next meeting.